you. All right, let me get that off. So we're good now. I might need to do my microphone again. This is like the ones I used to buy in Amazon. I have my Amazon subscription, so maybe it's time to buy another one, right? Ghost XYZ123, thank you for letting me know. And like I said, this is a video that I'm going to be sharing to you ideas from a non-immigrant, now a permanent resident here in the United States of America. For those who are watching right now, thank you so much for being here. Like I said, this is all about factors, considerations regarding the J1 waiver process. And I know I don't have a lot of audience because getting a J1 waiver is not really that much of a deal when it comes to other people. They're okay with going back to their respective home countries because it's really stipulated in their waiver process, which is, I mean, they're J1 visas, and they are really into like following the rules without. Yes, we do follow the rules as well, but we fell in love or we were able to get a chance to meet with our other half here in the US. So like me, I was able to get the chance to meet my husband here. His name is William, and we are now helping each other with this business, Powell Prepworks LLC, where we share ideas. And I'm good with, you know, communicating online and all. So that's kind of me, my way of translating to him, especially that I'm a bilingual. I am a Filipino, and I can also speak English. So I can translate this to my fellow Filipinos that are seeking for a waiver. Now, what are the considerations? So think of the hardship in both ways. One is relocation, second one is separation. So those are the factors that you're already thinking. Some of you would say, is our relationship enough? The answer is no. If you're gonna be asking, how about my love for my spouse? Is that enough? The answer is no. How about we have properties together? Is that enough? The answer is no. You need to think of like beyond the mere separation, beyond the mere relocation. So what would it be? Example, detrimental when it comes to the career of your spouse. He's been here for several years now in the US. Would you uproot him and bring him to your home country? What would be the scenario? What would be the case? What would be the extreme hardship? Do you think his medical insurance will be so helpful and being able to help him in your home country? So think of those factors. What else? Again, we are non-attorneys. This is based on our own experiences and the research that we have with the USCIS. So I'm so thankful to God that a lot of us here are really into the J1 waiver process. Again, message us through info@powellprepworks.com. That is our official email address with our LLC. So please, hopefully you will also message us here. Tracy Lynn Leonard, my name is Emmary Powell. Thank you for asking. Yes, yes, and you are one of my top commenters and fan. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you stopping by to our small channel. Yes, you are such a nice person, and thank you for giving your comments here. And for those who are also still part of this video, thank you so much. Like I said, this is a small channel, and not a lot of people are really wanting into learning about immigration or the process, because most of you here are already Americans and you are thriving and you are having those passion when it comes to your work and you're good. Or some of you are, you know, just stopping by looking for some videos. But yes, thank you for being here. Yes, what I'm talking about, I'm talking about the J1 waiver process, and everything there is laid out already about our website, our small channel here, and of course our group that is already more than 4,000 that is helping each other. The J1 waiver process is where we would like to get the benefit that we no longer have to go back to our home country. So that's the whole entire session of this video. So thank you for asking, Tracy Lynn. I know it's kind of be like super niche down, but that's okay because the purpose of this video is to really help and understand the J1 waiver process. Now, what other factors would you like to consider? The other one would be family separation. So like for example, your spouse has already been here for, let's just say, 30 years or 32 years, and they've been here living with their family, living with their friends, or have already a good career. So that separation would means to say that their strong ties is in the US and not in your home country. So what will be the detrimental factors? How can you prove that? Based on our own experiences, we have evidences from friends and family. We have evidences from our church leaders, which are like community leaders. We also have psychological evaluation. And of course, my spouse has like a slight medical condition. So we ask for the medical doctor's note regarding that one. So it's a matter of really asking your community and your people that is gonna vouch for your experiences. Tracy Lynn, earlier in the video, I said I am from Florida, USA, and I used to live in the Philippines. So I am a J1 teacher from the Philippines, now living here in Florida, USA. And yeah, thank you so much for asking those questions. It is very important, that way our audience as well will know like what would be the the home country of this person. Why would I believe her, or why would I listen to her testimony? So that's the thing that I would like to emphasize here. This is just our testimony, our way of giving back, and letting you know that the J1 waiver process is really possible. You just have to know the factors and considerations. The other thing too is ability to pursue a chosen employment. Like for example, if your spouse is already a nurse here in the US, and they're thriving. Yes, being a nurse in the Philippines, they can also be thriving there. But how about the cost of living? How about the salary? How about the way that the career would grow in 2 years? So what would be the scenario? So picture that one when it comes to your papers, because the waiver is your love story and your evidences regarding the exceptional, extreme factors when it comes to the hardship claim. So that's the thing that you always have to remember. So remember about all those things, and at the same time, think of other factors like, have you had your monthly budget already? Are you living in the same house together or the same apartment together? Why would it be very important? The reason for that is you need to make sure that both of you are having a co-mingling. Why would I say that? We used to get our RFE, or request for evidence, from the USCIS stating that our marriage is too young. Why would I apply right away for a waiver or for adjustment of status? So what are the proofs that we have? So we have our pay stubs, we have our monthly budgets, we have our employment verification from our respective employers, we have our tax forms together, or our tax filing that we have had, married joint filing. So that is very important as well. But let's just, for example, you'll say, but how about if I have a US citizen child and I am not married to a US citizen? Can that be possible? The answer is yes, depending on the condition of the child. Like for example, if the child has severe to mild medical condition, or the child is still seeing their pediatrician, or they still have like conditions where they need to meet that every single year, or else it's going to go back to that condition. So I have one client already. I'm so thankful that they opened up their lives to us, and they said, this is our participation, this is our status right now, this is our story, and I want you to do this for us. So with her direction, I am so thankful that it's going to be a process where she gives us more details, and we will just be there to put and file all of her papers for the DS 3035 that will be submitted to the Department of State, and the Form I-612 that will be submitted to the USCIS. So come to think of this, again, we are non-attorneys. We cannot give any legal advice or representation. All we can do is to get all the informations and directions from you, and we compile that and we will give you the whole entire packet. That way it's easier for you to sign and at the same time learn about the process yourself, and it will be coming back to you in a whole stack. So I'm so thankful we are already processing some of the papers that we have. So this is one of them, and we are going to mail it to our clients. So my husband is really into learning about the limited immigration services, and I'm here as a bilingual, helping him interpret all of the ideas that was shared to us by our clients through the J1 waiver process. And we also have a lot of people in our group, the J1 Waiver Helping Hands group. We are 4,300 already, and we are helping each other. They're sharing their ideas, their comments, and something that they would like to know. So if you are into that, or if you know that you have friends and family who are seeking for a waiver, or they got married recently, please let them reach out to us. That way we can give them ideas. And I am hoping that everything will be well. And so another thing too is, if you wanted to have one-on-one free informational sessions with us, please be on time, because we need to respect that time that we have. It's free, it's given to you under your own directions, so you also pick that time. And if you got an emergency or something like that, please let me know in advance, because it's really hard to know that we have been helping, sharing ideas, and then the time is, you know, wasted. So everything here in America, we know time is gold, time is precious. So please always be on time, and respect that other person's time as well, because that is another way of showing where you are so dedicated to get your J1 waiver approved. If you have any other questions, please reach out to Powell Prepworks LLC. We have our website, www.powellprepworks.com. We have our email address, info@powellprepworks.com. And we also have our websites here. You can find the free templates about the J1 waiver process, or if you wanted to have the bundle, we also have the bundle there. The bundle has showed everything. We have from DS 3035 to Form I-612 to the petition, adjustment of status, and all the forms and the links that you'll be needing. And we also updated it from time to time, because we know that the immigration now is updating the whole time now, and it's good because we wanted to be on the hook for that, to be relevant in the new era that they are really showing. So please don't be afraid, show up and enjoy, because this process is going to be long. It's going to be 21.5 months now for the processing, so it's not easy. However, if your papers have a lot of evidences to show extreme or exceptional hardship, whether they like it or not, your case handler will say yes, because you hit all of those scenarios. You have hit all of those hardship claims, like emotional hardship, psychological hardship, education, detrimental to your U.S. citizen child, country condition, difficulties, and medical hardship, everything that you can think of that is unique to your case. Again, don't forget to reach out to us. That way we can cater your needs. Hopefully we can do this more when it comes to our live video here at Powerful Couple Journey. Please remember to like, share, subscribe to our YouTube channel. That way you'll be updated for more videos. Thank you so much. God bless and have a great day.